Hello and welcome to Science. It's time to learn things with Pinball. Hello, I'm Juniper. You've heard me on the previous runs doing some and doing commentary for others. I'm junipertheory. And I'm joined by my wonderful partner, Gwyn. Say hello, Gwyn.
Hi.
Gwyn is here not just because Gwyn is wonderful at so many things, but also because you helped me set up a way to play old Mac games, which is how I'm playing this. Getting this game running is a feat because it is an old Windows/Macintosh game. So Gwyn has helped me set that up, and I've been playing a bunch of old Mac games on stream. If you want to watch me play things, please join. Yeah. But today we're going to be learning. If you remember the ancient series of books, The Way Things Work, this is the one video game adaptation of them. There were other adaptations of like the stories themselves, but this is the video game adaptation. So I'm just going to get started with it. Ready, set, and I will explain what's happening as we go. Ready, set, and go. Okay. Oh, I didn't click.
Click.
All right, so this is The Way Things Work Pinball. We're going to be learning about things through pinball, and the very first thing I'm going to be doing is I have to, this pinball table is empty. In order to add things to this pinball table, I need to answer some questions. The handle of the faucet acts as a screw? Lever. Yay! These are all the easy questions, so hopefully they'll be simple. Do levers increase or decrease the effect of a force? Increase. If you know the answers, you can feel free to answer them. A ramp reduces the force? Yay! Yay! Once you answer 3 questions about a part, I will then be able to add that part to the screen by dragging it on, and then I can add another part. I have to add 6 parts, and then I will be able to do it. What is stored in the springs when the pinball hits them? Energy? 90% of the answers here are energy or force. What does a Newton meter measure?
Force.
Energy? Oh, it's force. It's the other one. What do you apply to a spring to compress or extend it? Force? Let's go, it's all force. Yeah. Okay, now for here, I'm gonna put 2 springs here. Now, mostly the assemble your own pinball table is kind of a joke because things only go in 1 or 2 spots. However, there are a few things that matter, like where I put the springs. I want to put them both there for now. What do all gears need to make them work? I have no idea. If you don't know what the answer is, you can click...
Teeth.
Oh, it's teeth. It's teeth. It's not teeth. So if you don't know what the answer to something is, you can click research answers and it'll take you to in the book. It was just energy? Come on.
Okay, yeah,
I should have written energy and force just to check. Gears speed up or slow down a returning movement. Do they change the amount of force translated? Yes. Okay. What force is the main reason for gears losing energy? Friction. Okay. I have finished the gears, which I will now add to the table, and then go on to the next piece. There are 6 pieces. I'm going to have to answer questions for any of them. Next up is mammoth dip. What is a substance used to reduce friction? Lubrication. I misspelled that. How do I spell...
No, you got that. It might be lubricant.
Lubricants? Yep, it was lubricant. Thank you. Do liquids and gases create friction? Yes. Does air friction drag increase or decrease as an object's motion gets faster? Increase. Yes, we got it. Yeah, one of the famous classic things is the mammoth dip. Everyone knows that classic machine. Next up is target, another classic machine. What kind of energy is usually lost in a collision? Potential energy? Force? I have no... Kinetic energy. It's kinetic. Why did I write potential? I did not get enough sleep last night. Judge me for this. This is where I'm going to embarrass myself. Something that is not moving have momentum. No. Hit enter too fast. What property of an object makes it easier or difficult to stop? Inertia? I misspelled it. Nope. Inertia. Nope. Energy.
Friction?
No, it can't... It's not friction. Mass, maybe? Let's find out. It's probably mass or momentum. It was momentum! Congratulations, yes. Dowlf in chat, for figuring it out. You got it before me. Okay, then I add some targets. I'm going to put both targets here because I do not want to hit it in the mammoth dip. The mammoth dip is bad. Last element is the hot air balloon. Which shape promote airships? Football. What is a balloon with rudder, propeller, and elevators called? Airship? Yeah. And then if it's a ship less dense, less dense. Eventually I will have speedrun this so many times that I'll have all the questions memorized, but that time is not today. Now, lastly, there's one special feature that I have not mentioned in these, which is that each element also has extra question you can answer that will improve it. Unfortunately, we don't require those. What force pulls air towards the Earth? Gravity. The only one we require it for is the balloon. And with that, we have put all the components on the stage, and it can now play the actual game.
Wait, your great work is being assembled.
So this is the actual game part of the way things work pinball. We have assembled a pinball stage, and now I get to play it. My goal here is to get the ball. Each stage has its own specific goals. You may notice from the flippers here that they are very, very strange and go in very weird shapes. The physics here are not great. My goal is to get the ball right now. My only goal is to get the ball into where that wind-up key is. I have to hit that shot. Once I hit that shot, I then have to hit it underneath where the balloon is. The reason I put both of the springs up there is because if I can get the ball up to the top, it's a lot easier to keep it up there with the springs. Similar to a Akira Psycho Ball, this game has basically infinite nudges where you can send the ball as far as you want with them. Unsimilar to Akira Psycho Ball, there is no tilt, so I can do that as much as I want, and I'm going to do that as much as possible. First, I gotta make this shot. Nope. Come on. Oh, that was so close. Once we get it in there...
It's worth noting that although this is the only game based on the way things work, they actually also made very wonderful multimedia CD-ROMs.
Yes, there was one other thing that was a multimedia CD-ROM. I don't think it was an actual game. Like, I don't think there was any game
It's more one of those, like... Yeah, it was more like one of those living books sort of things, which were very popular at the time, and... well, they're wonderful. They're kind of a relic of the era. You don't really get, the 90s multimedia CD-ROM isn't really a thing anymore, unfortunately.
Come on. This is one of the, genuinely, no joke, one of the hardest shots in front. Because the thing is, getting it in the mammoth is really easy. There's a trick to that. Or getting it into the balloon afterwards is really easy. But getting it in here is awful. I'm going to beat this table up immensely, just endlessly pummel it, because there's no penalty for tilting too much and or nudging too much, and I really want to get the ball into that spot. What I can do, if I'm lucky, there we go, I got it. I can just nudge it all the way over, just like that. Now, my next goal here, I want to get the ball into that little hole on the side, because now, just gotta pop it up there. Oh, come on, that was in. Got it in. All right, and I have finished stage 1. Wait, why didn't it count? I hit the mammoth. All right, there it goes. Cool. That's stage 1. Click through, skip to the next one, and next we do the island. Oh. So this stage is going to work just like the previous one. Gotta answer a bunch of questions. Yeah, this game is pretty great, honestly. It's just really janky and strange, which is why it's here. What is the distance between two areas of high pressure and a sound wave called? Wavelength? Please be wavelength. Oh my god. I'm gonna embarrass myself so hard with these. What builds up in front of an airplane traveling faster than the speed of sound? Pressure? Oh, thank goodness. Nope. Sound, like light, is a type of what? Energy. Every single time I've answered that question, I've written in wave and gotten it wrong. I keep doing that because I think, oh, it's a wave. These are also the easy questions. I'm gonna put one bell up here. I don't really want the bells on this stage. They're not that important. Similarly, I don't really want the gunpowder is a mix of charcoal, sulfate, and... Oh, it's a saltpeter, right? Oh, I got that. I've got that because I've answered it before. What is the huge movement of air caused by an explosion called? That's spelled right, right? O-C-K.
That was spelled right, yeah.
There's a space. It wants a space, doesn't it?
Oh, a shock wave.
Shock wave is what it wants.
Yeah.
Name one ingredient of gunpowder. Saltpeter.
Saltpeter?
Yeah, these are the easy tier questions. There are hard tier questions. I don't know what they are because I always speedrun this game and okay.
They did basically ask you the same question twice there.
Yeah. They seem really hard. I don't want to be answering hard questions. I have to add one of these. Where's the best place to put it? Probably here. Yeah, that's probably the best place. I don't really want powder kegs. There's nowhere to keep the ball, and my goals here are too strange. What is the line on the ship that says, oh, I had to look this up yesterday? I have no idea. I'm not writing energy for this because it is not the energy line. It is the Plimsoll line.
There's no way I would
Plimsoll
ever
line.
that.
If you knew that in chat, you're lying to me. What material is used to build most of the big ships at sea today? Steel.
Yep.
And what makes up a large part of the volume of a ship? Air? Let's go. I got it. Okay. And the boat is completely useless. We are not going to use it at all if I can help it. If I end up in the boat, that means I have messed up and things have gone wrong. The magnets, however, are not useless. They're necessary. A magnet is an inevitable field of magnetism? Oh wait, a magnetic field is an invisible field of what? Energy.
Electrons.
Electrons. It's gonna be force, isn't it? I didn't write force, so it's gonna be force. What is it? What is it? It's an invisible field of force. I knew it. I knew it. Every single time I don't write force or energy, it's force or energy. What are two places on a magnet that attract objects most strongly called? The poles?
Poles.
Yep. And then if you bring the north pole of the magnet next to it, they will be repelled. Okay. So then I want to place the magnet. It goes right here. And then I need to answer an extra question about the magnet because the magnets are necessary. What is a special property that a compass needle has? It's magnetism. Go talk to your teacher about whether or not you can answer energy for every single question. All right. What kind of energy does moving air have? Kinetic? Cool. What is a whole field of wind turbines called? A wind farm. Yeah. And then what turns the sails of a windmill? Wind? Cool. Sometimes the question is so obvious that I'm like, it can't possibly be that. And then it is. This is our windmill with a bunch of dudes attached to it for some reason. Lastly, we have the rocket. And the rocket's the other one I have to do an extra question for. The force by which a rocket moves away from the Earth must be greater than the force of gravity. Then some rockets burn solid fuel while others burn liquid. And then an object can never escape from the Earth's gravitational pull. False. I can skip that, but I have to stop typing. Oh, hang on. And I have to click on it. So I have to immediately take my fingers off the keyboard and over to the mouse. Okay, drop the rocket. Then I need to answer one more question about the rocket. A rocket works because of an important principle of forces called action and reaction. Got it. Okay, so I have answered all the questions and I've turned on the bonus things for the rocket and the magnet, which means I can now play the level.
Your great work is
on this level. Our goal is going to be to hit the. Our goal is going to be to knock it in the. First, we have to hit the mammoth in front of the rocket over there. The one that is sitting down and showing us its butt. I have to hit it once. But I've already failed. Then I will have
to point out one of my favorite features of this game, which is the really cute little mammoth footprints that they put on every single field.
Yeah, just show you where to hit the ball too. They show you what your goals are with that, or well, some of your goals, where the mammoths have gone. Okay. Wow, I have knocked it in the thing twice. Let's try this again. Okay, so yeah, I gotta get it into the mammoth. Once I hit the mammoth, I then have to hit the magnets to open up a pathway. And then once I hit, okay, I've hit the mammoth. Now I gotta go hit the magnets at the bottom. This is a really annoying shot because you have to get it up into that tiny area while also the magnets are open, which is very difficult. I'm gonna do my best. Nope, got it up here instead. That just sends it out the hole. The thing is, we have to hit it into that spot where the rock is blocking, and the only way to move the rock is by hitting it with the flippers, or hitting it through the magnet hole. We don't really want to block off the weird goop swamp either, because that'll immediately teleport the ball to the top, which will be necessary for later. Unfortunately, I've failed, so I'm gonna have to go again. That just means I have to redo the mammoth. Fortunately, because we did the advanced objective version, it's not that bad. The mammoth is going to be, I just have to hit him once again. This time I hopefully won't lose all my balls really fast. I've made it onto the boat. Like I said, completely unnecessary, it just wastes time. And also gets me back to the bottom, which I don't really want. I don't lose a ball from that. I think that's how you start multi-ball, is by getting a bunch of balls onto the boat. But I've never actually done it, because it's not really necessary. Into the swamp. Swamp teleports me up here, gives me another chance to hit the mammoth. Come on. Oh, that was so close. Into the magnet, maybe? Nope. Just not getting any of the luck today. Okay, here we go. Another chance. Way too early. I am absolutely mangling this pinball table. All right, that's the mammoth. So that's one objective. Second goal is to make it into the magnet. We can also accidentally hit it onto the windmill. All those guys holding the windmill. Look at their smiling faces. They're having such a good time. If I hit it to one of them, they will grab the ball and there will be a funny animation. I don't want that. Oh, okay, that was where I needed to hit it, up that purple thing. But I need to hit it up there and then have it be grabbed by one of the magnets. Getting very unlucky with these shots. Come on. Nope. Might be able to bounce it off this way? No, it goes the other way. Ooh. Can I get a good bounce? No. Even the bounces are mean to me today. This is punishment for my squandering my really good flip nick run earlier. Hey, I got it. Okay, that'll get it into the thing. It'll blow up that hole. Now, as soon as I get it in that hole, that will be the end of the stage, and I'll have completed it. You may remember this stuff. These are the you may remember the way things works books. They were very fun. Apparently they're still happening. I really love them. And I had this game as a kid, but I was never any good at it. So when I was looking for games to play on the Mac that my partner that Gwyn set up, I was like, okay, what are some fun games for this? And we found this, and I was so happy to get to try it. The shaking is me nudging the table as much as possible. This game doesn't punish you at all for nudging. So I am just slamming on the nudge button as much as possible to make the ball go where I want it to. Okay. Apparently, if you get 3 on the ship, you don't get a multi-ball. It just gives you points. If only points mattered. Okay. Shot. I think that's in.
Go.
There we go. Okay, that is stage 2. Complete. Once the rocket goes up.
I find the artwork in this game is just so charming.
It's really charming. I'm sad that we skipped most of the cutscenes. I'm sad that we skipped most of the cutscenes because it's so much fun. All right, time for the moon. Absolutely. Time for more questions. And this is where they're going to ask me what year the moon launch happened, and I'm going to fail it. Component store. Black hole. The death of a very heavy star can lead to the formation of a black hole. Things weigh more or less on the moon. Look at that little astronaut suit. It's so cute. What must something have to create a mass? The black hole is not a component we care about in any way. No, let me skip. Cool. We don't care about the black hole at all, so I'm just going to put it off to the top of the stage and get rid of it.
When the moon landing comes up, it was 1969, just for the record.
Also, my game is struggling a bit. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hang on. Give me a second. Hang on 1 second while I try and diagnose what's wrong. Can I?
Uh-oh. This is the one problem with, emulating games occasionally, is that they do sometimes just, well, act weird.
Oh no! All right, it looks like the game is going to crash on. I'm going to have to reset the game. So the good news is I should just be able to redo this. Give me a quick second. We're gonna kill this. Hopefully it doesn't completely fail. It's going to look very weird. Okay, hang on. Let me kill the video for it to make sure I can get it back. It's going to be a second while I reboot the game.
So you don't get to see much of it, but I did set up an entirely bespoke Junebug setup for the macOS emulator. It's very beautiful. It's very wonderful. Juniper is very wonderful. Her persona, Junebug, is very wonderful. And it's pretty good. These days, macOS emulation is pretty solid. One of the things about macOS that is very complicated is that it was not originally a multitasking operating system. It is, even on original hardware, it is prone to soft locking and freezing up and things. So unfortunately, it's always a risk when you're playing when you're running a Mac game that it might just decide that it can't figure out how to do two things at once and just completely lock up.
All right, I'm gonna go back to a save file I already have so I can get back to the moon. Please tell me. Okay, yeah. All right, we're back. Cool. It looks like, unfortunately, hang on, no wait, I have to go back actually. Can I switch files now, please, maybe? Okay, yeah, we'll switch back to BBG. Hopefully it's saved. Okay, yeah, we're still on the moon. Take me to the moon. Cool, we're good. Okay.
All right.
It's saved. We're back. Well done, computer. Put the black hole into place. Next up is the lunar probe. So let's answer the questions about the lunar probe. What year does Sojourner Buzzy explore Mars? I have no idea. Does anyone know what year Sojourner was? Quickly, now's your chance in chat to help me. The information supplied by space probes enables scientists to build up a picture of the objects in space? Okay, sure. Energy, force, that doesn't help me. How long do radio signals take to reach the moon? Oh, I have no idea about this either. We're looking these both up.
1997.
Okay, 1997 for Sojourner. I'll do that one. How long does it take radio signals to reach the moon? It's... What? Talk to someone. The signals travel at the speed of light. The signals take 10 minutes or a second. More than a second. Yeah. So I'm going to say a second. A second. Cool. Okay, and then this one was 1997. Cool. We got it. All right. And I'm going to do the same thing I did for this first stage. I'm going to block off the bottom area with these to hopefully keep going. Next up, the solar panels. Electricity is a form of what? Energy. It's back. Everyone's favorite answer. Electricity will change into other forms of force? Energy. Hey! Can they all be energy? So they can always face it. Nah, this one's going to be sun. All right, and this is one of the ones I need to repeat the question on. I need to add another thing to this because we want these to go as fast as possible because they're at the end of the stage. Solar cells will change. Sun energy? Heat energy. Solar. I wrote heat solar. It's solar, isn't it? What is it? Dang it. It's gonna be something annoying. Light energy! Oh, come on! Sure, okay, I'll give you that. Alright, satellite dish. Satellite dish is also not important, but I have to answer them anyways. What kind of satellites are used to measure air and temperature? Weather satellites. How do you spell weather?
W-E-A-T-H.
I spelled it. I remembered at the last second. What kind of... Hold on. Main function of the satellite is to send and receive signals? Cool. And then the last one is navigation. I remember these. Because these are the same ones I got last time. I'm enjoying filling the entire chat up with the exact same answer as people go...
It's really good, yeah. We're collectively shouting out the answers to the teacher.
Meteorite. The asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. Cool. What causes meteors to burn up as they fall? Friction. And I'm officially past estimate, so please tell me when I need to shut off at a BBG. Unfortunately, the crash did push me past estimate. So, if I need to kill the run, just let me know. Do objects in space often hit the Earth's atmosphere? Yes. Cool. Meteorite here, and unfortunately, and a meteorite here, and then I'm also going to put a meteorite up here so I don't knock it into the black hole, if I can help it, because I don't want it in the black hole. And then last component is the Apollo lander, which is the important one. How many astronauts landed on the moon in the Apollo lunar module? 2. And then, how many stages are there in a Saturn V rocket? 5? 4. 3. Hey! What part of the Apollo craft absolutely landed on the moon? Oh, it's like the lunar module or something. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Now, I do want to report that we did officially get permission from the principal to stay beyond the bell, so we are going to be continuing the
Hell
quiz.
yeah. All right, we're keeping you in class extra long. How long did astronauts stay on the moon before taking off again? I have no clue. Haven't gotten that one before.
That's so specific.
Some of the questions are like really obvious. It's just energy, and then others are a few days. You want a few days? Come on, a few days. That's not even a specific answer. All right, the advanced controls. And with that, we are now, hang on. We are now good to play the level.
Wait, your great work is being
My great work is being assembled. Time for the final level. This is the one with the most things I have to do. This could go really fast or it could go really annoyingly. I've already knocked it into a black hole, which does basically nothing and actually makes things worse. So this one similarly has the same problem of once it's at the bottom, I have to get it back up to the top and I have to go past the things I'm using to block off the top, and there's no reason to do that. It just is annoying. The only benefit I get here is just that if it is at the top, it's a lot easier to keep it there with the landers. Come on. I can hit it over here, which will automatically take it to the top. So I have to hit, basically here, I just have to hit all the stuff at the top. I'm gonna have to hit, oh, I've got it right underneath there. I gotta hit the lunar, I gotta hit the space buggy with the solar panel on it once. I gotta hit the passage to the left, the far left once. I gotta hit that pile of rocks with a weird connector thingy on it once. Once I've hit base ball, that was weird. Actually I have to hit the lunar buggy like 3 times, which I've now done. So that's objective 1 done. I'm a little frazzled.
Sorry, shout out real quick to your partner Kate in the chat for pointing out that they were on the moon surface for 21 hours and 36 minutes precisely.
That's not a few days. That's not a few days, the way things work. Okay, got it back up. Okay. So I've hit one of the 3 objectives up here, which is hitting the lunar buggy. The other 2 are, if you'll notice that weird stack of rocks with a connector on it, I have to knock those rocks down. And then I also have to get it in the far left tunnel, both of which I have completely failed to do so far. But I'm getting it up to the top consistently. Let's see if I can make it in the tunnel there. Nope. No luck at all. If you make it in the... Draining here isn't really the worst thing, because I could just get it back up really easily. Come on. Once again, I can also, as it is, the screen shake is because I am endlessly nudging the ball to try and get it somewhere useful. Come on. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now, if I can backhand it up here, and I have failed, but if I can backhand it up here, that'll get it in. One of my 3 goals, just to get it over there. I'm so locked into this because it's so hard. Okay.
You got this.
Come on. No, I got it underneath the thing. But I get to go back up. I can at least try and hit the... Maybe I can try and hit the box. Nope. This part is mostly just kind of luck, because the pinball is really bad. I've lost the ball. Fortunately, the lunar rover is the easiest thing to hit. If I had lost it after getting the other 2, it would be a lot more annoying.
What's really incredible is that despite this like being pretty rough, like pinball physics, it's still remarkably better than the majority of pinball games made in Flash.
Yes. I did a stream of playing all the pinball games I could play in Flash. If you want to see some really bad pinball games, there you go. All right, I've gotten both of them. I've hit the lunar buggy twice. One more hit on the buggy. Okay, the lunar buggy is hit. Now I just have to get it into that connection spot that was on top of the rocks. As soon as I hit there, that is time. Oh, I like to watch the final cutscene, but the time is technically after the final cutscene. When I get back to the main menu, and it gives me my certificate of completion. But first I have to get it back up to the top and not lose my ball. Come on. So all I have to do is get it into that little connection spot. Oh, come on. Right down the middle. Where are we at? 29 minutes. Come on. Come on, get up to the thing.
This game has a number of cutscenes. They're very cute. I really recommend if you're playing them to like sit down and watch them. The artistry in this game is fantastic.
Yeah, it's all done by the guy who did the original books. The guy, except they're all like little animations, and they're really cute animations. It's adorable.
Yeah, they're really.
They're also
stuff.
Unfortunately slow. Come on. All I have to do, if I hit that little connector piece right there, and the game doesn't punish me for it, that's the end of the entire game. Come on. Got it. Okay. Yep. So now he'll launch the rocket up, and then that is time. Cool. And that's time. Oh, the certificate of honor for BBG. Congratulations. We are now a force. Everyone in chat, you are now a force and motion expert.
Remarkable and practical knowledge of all matters relating to the physical laws of force and motion.
Well, good job, everyone. Everyone gets passing grades. You can now go to your summer vacation and enjoy 2 months before we are back for grade 5.
To bear the title.
Congratulations, you've done it. No, it's force and energy. Force, motion, and energy. We're gonna scribble energy in. Next time I play this, I'll play it as energy. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much. I want to shout out my girlfriend Gwen, who did an amazing job of setting this up. If you want to play this game, DM me and I'll like help you figure it out because it's very annoying to play otherwise. Also, follow me on Twitch on Juniper Theory if you want to see other really, really weird games that I can find. I have a lot of them. I have found some really, really wild things. I'll be back tomorrow for two games that are worse than today's games, Nightmare Ned and Naka, the biblical alternative to Myst. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for letting me go a little bit over time with that. Yeah, glad I could do that. Whoa, all right. Thanks for the run.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hope everyone had a good time.